Transformation lost. Coordinates unknown. Oxygen levels critical. Welcome to 4546b, a planet cloaked in silence, where the ocean holds more than secrets. Down here, survival isn't optional, it's instinct.
All right, we are back. Headed into Subnautica. We are going to see if we can wrap it up for today. And then we will start below zero. I just kind of move some of my windows around here because things are kind of jumbled. All right, so we're going to complete Subnautica today. We're going to gather all our stuff up. We're going to get ourselves back to the main area. Pull together what we need to build a rocket ship and get the heck out of here. And that will be the fun of Subnautica. Will we come back to this game is the question. Absolutely. We are absolutely coming back to this game. We're going to do it some more. We're going to play it some more. We're going to have a good time with it. But we're going to put some tweaks on the next game. We're going to change things around just a little bit. We're going to put some restraints on some of the things that we can use and not use and do and not do. And so yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff with it when we come back to it. But I'm gonna wait just a little bit before I start talking about something else. Let's get into it. We're just gonna jump right into it. Gotta go. 100 meters. Yeah, but we're sitting here standing in the sub. Cave entrance. What is below us? Where did we get back to? So we finished our piece. Down below, we freed the babies and got the cure when they barfed it out to us and got that done. So I took all the stuff that was in here and I wrapped it all up, taking it back up top. And I tried taking these reactor rods out, but you can't until they're depleted. So using that won't matter. I took the water out of here. We don't need any of that. Oops. We'll have to leave this beautiful view behind and move on in the world. We don't have anything in here because the prawn suit Doug is put in the Cyclops, Cedric the Cyclops. And what else do we have? Well, let's just grab a little bit here. I don't want to use the planter, I want to cut the tree. I hope if we plant anything in the game coming up that it is not such a pain in the rear to get it to harvest, because man, that's one of the things in this game that is such a pain to harvest. Well, I don't think we have any room to even grab. We can grab a dorkfish. Come here. Where'd you go, bro? There you are. Grab one. Now here's the squirrely part. Betty's down here along with Cedric, and I'm starting to make a debate here on whether I should leave Doug down here and take Betty back up top. Because we don't need to really go that deep with Doug. We're going to do that. We're going to leave Doug down here. And we're going to load up Betty. As we land on top of our stuff. If we need to come back down here, Doug's here. We don't have to worry about it. It's all good. We're going to go get Betty. What? Did we not name him? Doug. Doug is docked. Alright, now I think Cedric is sitting at a level that we can't load Betty in without causing problems or having issues. So we are going to have to move Cedric a little bit higher. We're right about that range, but we're going to go ahead and pull forward. Make sure that we give Betty plenty of room. Did I crush Betty? Oh, that's all the way down here. Gotta look in the right direction, fool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There we go. All right, let's turn off the internal lights. And we're going to turn off the floodlights because as we go through here, we don't really want to have to mess with the Leviathan. Want to go to the cave entrance direction. But we got to go over here, not complete hard left, only just a little bit. And we're going to creep right up along here and scooch ourselves right on out. I might have to go further over that way. Yeah, I think I do. Then we're going to sneak around this corner. Right on through here. And then we just got to go sneaking through up on the other side of this and avoid the warpers. I have yet to have a warper yank me out of this vehicle. Now, I've had them do it out of the Seamoth, and I've had them do it out of the prawn suit, but I've never had them yank me out of the Cyclops. Doesn't mean that they don't, just I haven't experienced it in the game yet where they've done that. Seamoth, man, they do it to you all the time in the Seamoth. They yank you, throw you all over the ocean in the Seamoth. It gets kind of irritating sometimes. The heck am I hitting? Okay, I think we have to go down just a little bit through here. And then it opens for us to crawl out. Papa, hey, it's going good. How are you doing today? Yeah, this game is absolutely the biggest blast. But there are times in it where you don't expect something and you turn around and it's just right there in your face. I've played enough of it at this point that I kind of know what to expect. Like that guy right there, I can just do this and he'll pretty much ignore me as long as I don't have lights on and stuff like that. Hey, I am glad that you came over from those guys. You guys have been huge support. I really appreciate it, all of you. I'm glad that you finally caught a stream. We're gonna knock this out real quick and finish up the game, make our rocket, and get out of here. And then we're gonna start a game with Below Zero. And I only played Below Zero for just a little bit. I have not played a whole lot of it. This Ghost Leviathan must be right on my backside, because I am twisted and pushed all over the place right now. Yeah, Below Zero is going to be exciting because it's pretty much going to be the first time that I've seen it. I won't have seen it in any other way. I think I played enough of it to realize that you could get frozen, and then that was about all I did. And it was like when it first came out, so I have not played really any of it to have any idea. So it'll be fresh eyes for me. It'll be lots of exploration and some fresh eyes. And so I am excited to play it because I've heard, again, I haven't watched a lot of videos on it, so I don't 100% know. But I've heard that it takes a lot more exploration in it than what this one does. So that'll be, I don't know, that'll be a fun thing to do with it, is just explore and look around and see what else is there, and then learn more of the story. My understanding is it takes place on the same planet, so just on like a polar cap or something. So we're gonna see what that's like. Yeah, stick around. You know, we'll explore it together. A lot of the people on the channel that have been, you know, hanging out and whatnot, kind of are the same way. What? Okay, we're gonna turn. We're going up. We got to go up because I got stuff attacking me, or I'm smacking stuff. I don't know what's going on exactly here. Where are we at? We're at 200. Okay, we need to turn towards where our base is at. Oh, man. You might have to go back and watch Monday's stream. We did the end of this. We did like the end of the cure part of the story where we cured ourselves and got through that part. Now it's just a matter of building the rocket and getting off of here. And so I'm excited about that. You know, my son, I remember when Phasmophobia came out, my son played the heck out of that game, and he didn't have a very good mic back at the time, so he would be in his room and all I would hear is yelling and cursing, and I'm like, what is he doing? Now, he was an adult, so he was still living at home and whatnot, so it wasn't that I was upset that he was, cursing or anything. It was just really quite the trip that, what he was doing. And I don't know if I can, I just don't know if I could play that game or not. I'm not one to do ghost games. I don't know. We'll see. What is beating me up? I will sometimes. I play 7 Days to Die. Oh, it's not anything beating me up. I'm thirsty. And let's turn the lights on. Let me turn the lights on because we're not deep anymore. We play 7 Days to Die. And 7 Days to Die is kind of the more popular game. But my wife and I will play 7 Days to Die together on Saturday nights, Saturday evenings. And sometimes the kids will join us and we'll all play together. My son's into Rocket League right now. Him and my daughter's boyfriend are playing the heck out of Rocket League and that business. And my son will play. We have played a lot of Space Marine 2. And I just, with the schedule I have, it's Tuesdays are kind of the day that I can play with him, but I just made I just made affiliate, so there's like all kinds of little things I have to do to get it all done with emotes and all that kind of stuff, and I just have not had time to get on and play with him. Tried Rematch, soccer game. I don't think so. I don't think he's played that yet or tried it. Alright guys, you guys kind of got to get out of my way here, dudes. I got things to do. Hopefully I come into this from the right direction. Last time I tried to squeeze in here where my base was, it wasn't all that of a best spot. Yeah, right? You've never heard that. Yeah, I finish work at like 4 o'clock and then I've got about a half hour to kind of get everything ready and organized to then start streaming. And so it's kind of a rush when I finish work. I'm fortunate right now I'm working from home, so I can lean over to one computer and lean over to the other computer and kind of get myself some added time to be prepared. But cross my fingers, I may get an interview for a new position. The unfortunate part is that it means I actually have to go into an office again. So, hey Market, I'm glad you could make it, dude. You had a pretty good stream, dude. You're pretty slick with that prawn suit. I'll give you points there, dude. Yeah, I love working from home. I personally think I get way more done when people can't just walk into my cubicle or walk into my office and be like, hey, I need something. They actually have to, reach out some way or another, and that saves me all kinds of headaches and trouble. Okay, we are back at our base, so we need to pull out Yellow Betty, and let's see, I think we need to use that right there, so let's turn off the engines for now, save the power. Okay, we need to look at our piece here. I think we need titanium. Yeah, hang on. Okay, I did have it saved. So I need a computer chip too. Computer chip, titanium, lead. Alright, let's see if we have what we need. I'm building the launch pad like literally right now. Okay, what do we need? I need table coral and gold. I need 4 of those. 3, 4. Is that enough room for me to put that? No. Let's find a place for the extra piece there. We need table coral, and I think I've got to go down and cut some of that. I didn't bring any with me. I should have plenty of gold in one of these, probably downstairs. Was there any titanium in any of these? No, it's all downstairs, because I pulled it from the other base. Don't need that. That's copper and nickel. Alright, we're gonna go here. Ghost mushrooms. Oh, I have plenty of those. Lithium. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now we just need to find our gold. Wait a second. Did I already have... Oh no, that's not stuff. Gold. 1? Yeah, alright. We're going to run down outside. The table coral, or the coral here, is like right... I think it's right over here. Yeah, right there. Righty. Yeah, I love working from home. I really do, because when I want to go take a break, I can go out and see my chickens or pet the dog or, just take a breather in a very familiar piece. And honestly, it might sound a little silly, but I like to use my own bathroom. I don't like work bathrooms. I really don't. I mean, I'm not a full Sheldon Cooper kind of, person when it comes to them, but, I worked from home before the coof, and I need 10 more pieces. Okay. And I really liked it. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are we literally going to be like 1 piece away from being able to make another titanium? Oh, 10. All right, look at us. We got lucky. And I loved it back then. So I was in the U.S. military, and I spent a lot of time away from home. A lot. So now that I've got, a home, and I like my home, I've made it a very comfortable place. My wife has done a lot to try to make it a real home and whatnot. I'm more comfortable here. I just really am. And I can eat out of my own fridge, and I can get my own food, and I don't have to share with anybody, and I don't have to do a toilet with anybody else. And, I mean, it's all the same reason why I would never go to a professional sports game, too. I don't like all the people. I don't like all the noise. I don't, it's just not really my thing in that aspect. So I get to hang out at home and what am I doing? Why did I pick that up? Drop that. Okay, I want to climb on it. There we go. I hope I didn't just screw it up because it's going to want to drop the whole thing on top of my Cyclops, isn't it? It is. Now, I don't have any young kids. My my youngest is 21, 20, about to turn 22. So, but if I did have young kids, I mean, I have my granddaughters. My granddaughters are around, and so it's really nice, to take a break and be able to see them. They start school this year, so I'm not going to get to see them like all the time like I like to, but. Alright, so we've got our landing pad piece here, so let's get up on it. I'm not exactly... Okay, so there's a piece here. Alright, what does it take? You don't have all the ingredients. I just want to pin it. Plasteel, copper wire, and lubricant. Okay, will it let me pin it? We don't need that. We need lubricant, plasteel. I know I'm going to need more of that, so take that off of there. Probably have to go down here to the bottom to find those pieces we need. Okay, we don't need that. That's what we need. We have lubricant. We have copper wire. We need more. We need way more titanium. Alright, well, I appreciate even the lurking. No, Mark, and I was impressed today when I was watching Ustream and doing the use of your prawn suit. Dude, I was just like, wow, man, dude gets around really, really good in that thing. Let's see, we have food here, so that's not an issue. I need to go down to the base underneath because I'm going to need some water. I think I took everything apart except for the water pieces. Take that and that. Take that and that. Alright, that'll solve the water problem. We have lubricant in Cedric. We have lithium in Cedric. We have copper wire in Cedric. So we just need as much... Oh, why did I do that? We need as... Really? Up, down, up, down. Can I get on it? Thank you. We need to go get as much titanium as we can find. And I know where to get it from. It's all over by the Aurora here. There's some right here too. Grab that. Any more running around in here? Probably not. That's probably something I dropped there at one point. I want to stay away from the end. Because I'm really just looking for those big chunks of metal. Yep, and that's what I thought. Right here in the sand. Grab a whole bunch of it. Man, get off of... You're not a very nice dude. Yeah, see, there's those pieces. Alright, scrap some metal, scrap some metal. There's more pieces right there. I think if I come back to play this game, I may come back and build something right off of the edge of the Aurora right here. You just got to stay on this, past that over here. How much room do we have? I think we can probably go ahead and get one more piece. Is that right there? That's scanning stuff. I mean, I can just scan all of this and it'll drop pieces of it. There's two. There's two more. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, there was more than one of those guys. That's alright. Reinforced suit solves that problem. Alright, can I get... Nope, that's it. Alright, we're out of here. We'll go back and do this. Turn it into a couple titanium rods. We'll turn that into the plasteel. Grab the lubricant. Just grab the copper wire. We'll knock this out real quick. This won't be too hard. Now the rocket's going to be the next piece that we're going to have to spend some time dealing with. That might take us a little bit. You know, when it comes to games, I don't know if these guys got any award for it or anything like that back in their day, but they really should have got an award for sound. Because the sound on this game is phenomenal. It really does make this game. You know, as long as you're collecting stuff along the line in this game, none of this is really all that difficult. I mean, it's just a matter of making it. The one thing in this game that I haven't done nearly as much of is building. Oops, I need just two. I usually make some kind of, you know, like, I'll make some kind of, like, dual moon pool stuff and just have it all kind of tripped out and spend a lot of time doing that. And in this game, I didn't spend a lot of time doing that. I did more actually just playing than I did building. Okay, there we go. I could have swore though I already had copper made somewhere. Maybe I didn't. That's okay. We'll just make it right now because we got to go up here and make the plasteel. So we'll do copper wire. That'll solve that problem. We'll do the plasteel, and that'll take care of that. Take the plasteel off. Where is... Take that off. We'll go jump out real quick. We'll make the... There it is. We'll go over here and get the gantry made, and then see what it takes, maybe to make a rocket. See, that's that sound. There's that sound again. See it. Let's see. Does it give us another? Nope. It's over there constructing. Let's see the gantry. Padoosh. Or is it skadoosh? Okay, so we have the booster, aerogel, plasteel, nickel ore. It might be the aerogel that gets us. We may have to drop a outdoor or an underwater bed planter, more plasteel. Alright, so let's get rid of that. We'll add that. Slide back up here. We need that and that again. We have everything else on the Neptune. So plasteel will be quick and easy. One, two, right? Two? Yeah, two. And we need ruby and aerogel. We have one piece right there. Please tell me I got some somewhere else. Okay. But I have seeds. So that's, you know, if we have to do it, we have to do it. Everything else is upstairs. Let's make our plasteel first. And do that. Oh, really? Aerogel is going to be more. I have the seeds. I just need to make a bed. So it's not. But I also know where I can go. Where I can go fetch stuff too. So it's not. It's not going to be destroying of me. One of those, right? And the nickel, and I think the nickel's all downstairs. Yeah, the nickel's all downstairs. So let's make the aerogel since we're right here. All right, let's go downstairs and get our 3 nickel. No, it was over here. 1, 2, 3. All right, that gets us that piece. All right, we're making that. That's a big booster. Righty, 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 righty. Do, 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 do. Okay, that's 3 parts. Ion power cell. You know what? I might have messed up on something. Is that crystalline sulfur? That might have been the thing that I messed up on, in all honesty. Get down here. We'll take that off and put that on. Oh, you don't need 2 of the little ones? No, you do need 2 of the little ones. Alright, one piece at a time. We're going to get it. I know we're going to get it. Just got to find it, figure out where it's at. But I think what I messed up on is I didn't bring Cedric back, or Doug back. And because I didn't bring Doug back, I don't have all of my cubes. Need those 2. Yeah, I'll bet and put anything on it that I... No, it's gold, not that. Need some of that. Need some of that. Yeah, I left all of my cubes down with Doug in the deep base. I did. Make one of those, though. That sucks. I knew there was a reason. I need one of these, and I need 2 of the small ion batteries, and I don't have any of the ion cubes. Okay, I did have more there, so we can make the plasteel. That comes off the list. Which, though, we may need to go back because of the sulfur. Anyway. None there. Oh, man. Sometimes I'm the biggest dummy dum-dum. 2, 3, 4. Grab a couple of those. Need to make one of those. Need to make another one of those. That's enough for me to make one of these, but I need 2 of them. And I still need the sulfur, because I did not see any sulfur in any of these. But I just overlooked having all of those cubes in here too. See, I got 4 more right here. Let's put these cubes right there for now. Yeah. And I don't think I have enough. Let's go downstairs and see if I can find any more silver. I don't think I have enough silver either. And then that goes into garbage. No silver there. No silver there. No silver in there. And then this goes into just other trash. Nothing in that one. Gold in that one. Yeah, I don't have the silver, even in the first place. or the sulfur. So now I got to go find the sulfur. I didn't mark sulfur anywhere. What do I got on me still? I need to grab some food before oh, you know, I should do those. I need to grab the stuff in here out. That way I'm not fighting needing any of that stuff. And I'm gonna turn what I can here into lubricant. Man, I can't believe I'm done messing that up. And I really didn't grab. I hadn't really needed sulfur for a whole lot of anything, so I didn't even think to have to grab a whole lot of that. Put these 2 pieces of aerogel in here. Grab some food. Grab some more food. Got water, we got health. Let's just grab a health pack or 2 here with us. Okay. Sulfur. Where is the sulfur? That's the kicker, is where is the sulfur? We're just gonna have to go look for it. Alright, let's go over to here and pop in. Mushroom trees. The cave entrance. The sulfur is going to be around any of the where is the sulfur going to be? It's going to be in the deeper caves. I know that. So we're going to have to go back over here. We may go back and check on Doug and see if he has anything in his inventory that I'm going to need, like more cubes or any of that stuff. We're going to have to sort that out somehow. That's a huge oversight that we did not collect more sulfur. And silver's been the bane of my life in this game. I'm going to be honest, in this game right here, this version of the game, I have struggled with silver. You little toad. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought there was another one right here. Alright, there's some more silver. I don't want to just bail, though, with just having those 2 pieces. Need to find some more since we're here. And then I'm going to have to go find that sulfur. That's such a... what a pain in the rear. I may just cheat and look it up where sulfur's at, because I don't want to spend a ton of time. I'd like to get onto below 0 and at least get that started today. I may not be able to get through much of it, but we'll get it started. Where is Betty? Betty's over here. I don't want to get off this planet, man. there is... We don't have to go that deep. There's... I thought there was some volcano stuff over here somewhere. Like on the way down to that, there was a spot that had... some volcano activity, like pretty heavy level volcano activity. I also know that I may be getting close to where there's a Leviathan too. Oh man, I really wish I'd have gathered more sulfur when I saw it. Yeah, see, there's some stuff, but I see lead, salt, ruby. I don't know. I can't. Now it's just salt. That's rubies. I'm not seeing anything that looks like sulfur. Because sulfur is just found in the open. It's not in rocks. Is that gold? What is this? Yeah, that's gold. See, there should be some sulfur around like these right here. I would think. I'm guessing that's not the case. Lots of eggs. Okay, so there's little things like that. Would I get lucky and find stuff like that in here? That's diamonds. I am fairly certain that it's on the rocks, in open. You don't have to crack anything open to get to it. Alright, let's weasel our way back up and out of here. Oops. Did I take a wrong turn? Here we go. Okay. Alrighty, I've messed up because I did not get sulfur and I'm not 100% sure where it's at. I got a dog hair messing with my nose. Well, okay, you should be getting healed, dude. I done did the deed to heal you. We're keeping our eyeballs open for sulfur. We need sulfur. And I'm fairly certain it's down here. Somewhere down here. We're just going to have to keep looking. It's got to be by some of these volcanoes, though. That's the kicker. I know it has to be, because that just seems like the logical place for it to be. So scream and holla. Scream and holla if anybody sees anything that is yellow that looks like it might be sulfur. Let's come over here. That's uraninite. That's lead. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Okay. We're going to come over here and hide, because I don't want to waste time. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to cheat. First time in the game that I have gone to the point of cheating. I need to get rid of all of that, and let's find sulfur. Crystalline sulfur. Okay, it's in this area. We just have to figure out where. And try not to go too deep and ruin our sea moth here. Hopefully it's not down in this green stuff. Not there. Where are we at? We're not at 800 yet, so we're good. Stick our nose in here. There's some right there. Okay. This is the sucky part. I've got to go into that mess. Okay, that's... We need more right there. Okay. So we're finding it. It'd be nice if it wasn't in that kill ya stuff, though. We're at 853. I think that's... Yeah, we're going to turn that off. And we are going to scoot right out across here towards this way. And that takes us back up to a whole area where we could dig through and find more sulfur without, hopefully without killing ourselves. Okay. Okay, I'm out. We'll cut you off, go through here, make it a little more difficult to get to us. Okay. 8:30. That's probably a whole chunk of what I need right there. Alright, let's repair a poor little ship here. As we keep torturing it to find this stuff. Yeah, see, there's... I bet you anything that's what I'm looking for right there. Nope, that's copper. It's not even close to what I was looking for. That's the cave entrance. We want to go... up here. No, we got zip-zopped around somehow. Hang on, where are we going? Okay, we do want to go this way. Alright, we're not totally lost. Just wasn't where I thought I was. We're getting there. We got 2 pieces out of 4, but I don't really want to just dip and go back without getting a few more. Kind of hoping to find a little more. But if I could find a whole chunk of it, Doug's down here, so I could go get Doug and then come back and hunt down. See, there's one of them stupid warpers. And I could just use the drill. Nickel, silver. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That actually got me. And I am way to hell back here. Well, at least I get some food. Okay. That stunk. I even had first aid kits on me, and I still went and messed it up. I don't want to drive this all the way back over there. I've got enough. We're gonna have to. I just don't want to do it. Alright. I need a little bit better of a base to get there, so we're gonna... Who knew that crystalline sulfur was going to be the thing that was going to derail me to pieces today? Didn't turn off my inside lights. No, I want to leave the outlines on for right now. So boogered, man. just take this as close to the surface as we can get, because I know we're going to have to dodge a bunch of stuff trying to get through here. Man, I cannot believe we died, and I cannot believe I did not have sulfur. What? I mean, just... what? And then it's such a pain in the rear to find in the first place. There it is right there. I think I gotta go this way, because if I go that way, I get stuck in shallows. The bonus is this will take me back where I can recharge my batteries and everything on the Cyclops, because it'll take me right down to those hot zones again, and I can just park up one right next to one of them and recharge the batteries just fine. So, man, what a dumb way to end up in this game where you just don't have this one stupid little piece of stuff that you need. Man, that sucks. It sucks. It is not good. Not good. That's alright. We'll bebop our little butts right back down here and find what we need with sulfur. That one spot where I died had a whole thing of silver right there with it, so we will grab that as well, because Doug is just down at the base that's right down there. So we'll grab Doug and we'll grab the rest of those pieces that we need. And I wasn't able to check to see if one of those nodes down there was a sulfur one. If I get lucky, then I'm going to get the silver I need and the sulfur that I need, which will be very nice, because then I hopefully will be able to finish things up. And I'm just bebopping across the top right here because I don't want to mess with the fish and all the other stuff underneath me that's going to get in my way. I know where my cave entrance is, so I'm just going to roll almost right on top of it, turn the right way, and just drop straight down right off into the second level caves, and all good. Because I was hoping to have it all finished up in the first hour and a half, and then the second hour and a half would be below zero. And it's all primed and ready to go. I want to finish the storyline and, take off. Meatball the Blackfish. Sir, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that very much. I'm glad you could make it tonight. Hopefully work today wasn't too bad. You're not too tired. Okay, this is almost underneath of us here. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. Hopefully I'll be able to start a stream early enough for you that you'll be able to hang out for a little while longer. Seems Saturdays are the best days for you. Okay, so we need to turn this way, and now we're just going to drop right down into it. I should be able to just bang right here and go right down into that second level, go get Doug, shoot Doug back up, and yeah, there's somebody's not happy. We're gonna get away from you. Keep going. Man, that guy really does not like me. These sand sharks are such a pain right here because they're like all over the place. Alright, there we go. Now we're turned into the right way. Fridays or Saturdays? That's my 7 days to die days, man. What the heck? That dude turned me all sideways. Get on. Let's just do this. At least for a little bit. Okay. I must be smacking the back of this thing. Alright. Yellow Betty's over there. Doug is down there. So we just have to get past the Ghost Leviathan. And we'll be on the other side where we want to be. See, those are the heat vents I was talking about. So if we can just kind of squeeze ourselves right over here. See how close we can get to them. And that should get our batteries charging. But dang, that's slow. Let's go back here and see what we can do about that. What do we got? Fully charged, fully charged, fully charged. So those three are fully charged. What do we got going on the other side? So that's charging. That'll be charged up pretty quick. That's charged. It's this one right here. This ion power cell. Man, this sucker. Yeah, please do. I'm gonna... I learned something this week. Actually, today I was looking at the settings. And I think when I do the next playthrough with that game, I'm shutting off the storms and the biome progression piece. Because that's just, to me, that biome progression piece is it was kind of cool in the beginning, but I ran through the burnt biome so fast. Just because I hate that biome. And then, really, if I really wanted to, I could... Power of the power cell charger. Yeah, it's gonna be slow. I may just have to do this. I have an ion power cell I could put in there. I'm just gonna flop that. That one's almost charged. We're gonna keep on rolling. As that gets? That gets us back to 100%. But you're on day 13. Are you playing 50-minute days or 60-minute days or 30-minute days? How long is your day cycle? Yeah, I thought about that. You know, in order to get to some of the end game content and take on some of the bigger POIs so that people could see those up in my XP. Which, I think this first playthrough, I'm just going to play through it as is and get through it and just see how it progresses. But I think when I start a new game and a new playthrough, I'm turning off the biome progression. I'm turning off the There's a few features I'm just going to turn off, and I'm going to up the XP gain so that we can get into some of the cool stuff way sooner. Plus, then it will also help me create some other content when I'm not on the stream. I'll have, you know, better gear. I'll have better stuff to do that content with. This guy, get off me. And dude gonna try to mess up my boat. Try to push me that way. I don't want to go that way, dude. Get away from me. Leave me be. I'm gonna wear all my battery out just trying to get past this jerk. Let's see if I can see if you go away now. Still behind me. He's not quite as motivated now, maybe? He's still hanging out back there. Alright, we're going to try to slip him, go through here, and maybe go over there and find... Okay. Alright, you leaving us alone? Alright, he left us alone. No way. An AFK horde base? Man, they tore me up the first couple of pieces, especially that desert horde base I made. Man, they ate it up. Now granted, I knew I was pushing it with it in the first place, because you know, you make it in that desert and you don't do a whole lot with it. Yeah, it didn't turn out so great. Okay, we're gonna park. We're going to park right here. And I'm going to turn the lights off so it's not as using so much juice. $37. Yeah, we used up a lot of power trying to get away from that guy. Okay. We're just going to go for a swim because we have what we need to go down there and get Doug and come back up here and use him inside this stuff. Let's see, a 4x4 square, 4 high, 250 wooden spikes. There's some strategies when it comes to horde bases and whatnot that just never go out of style. Really are. They're gonna work no matter what, all the time. And the wooden spikes now, though, I think the wooden spikes for 2.0, 2.1, I think they're stronger, to be honest. They just seem like they're way, way stronger now, and they do way more damage. Christy and I were playing on the family server, and we were day 49? 49, I think. and we had spikes down, and those spikes, you didn't even have to shoot at the demo zombies anymore. You just let them run into the spikes, and the spikes would tear them up. Which I was really happy about, because they're such a pain in the rear to hit that. But when it comes to that game though, with 7 days, there's several YouTubers that I have always watched, and I have intentionally avoided watching any of them play the game. So I'm sure that there's already tips and tricks and techniques that some of these guys are using that I haven't discovered or haven't done anything with. Gold. I don't want gold. I don't need copper. Okay, we're gonna get silver. I don't know. I have an idea that I'm going to try out whenever the next Horde Night is. I'm not sure in the single player game where our next Horde Night is, but if they want to go and always hit the bottom block that, you know, normally they would run up to and you could smack them between the bars, now they want to run to the bottom. I think that it's going to be something I'm going to try and see if I can just adjust where I don't need copper. Just adjust where my hit point is, so that I don't need nickel either. So that I'm at the level also of the bottom piece, and then I can hit them from there and force them all to come down. Neebs has got some fun stuff. Gold. I don't need gold. I need sulfur. There has to be a good spot for sulfur. That's silver. I really want to get that silver. I think this is more gold. It's more silver. Man, there's so much silver down here. I should have been collecting this up the whole time. Okay, so alright, there's where I parked that, and I think my sea moth. Oh man, I hope I didn't lose my sea moth. Where is the sea moth? Where is my sea moth? Oh man, oh man, oh man. I mean, I didn't have anything in it. Come on. Did I lose my sea moth? Did they destroy it? Man, I am not like Market when it comes to this freaking thing. No, I can't. They didn't destroy it, did they? Or did it? Oh, no. Because it was right over here, wasn't it? I bet it was underneath and it took enough damage and went down. That sucks. Alright, well, we're close enough to... Copper. There's no way I lost my sea moth. That's gonna end up being nickel, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I came into a little spot and I saw a whole bunch of stuff, and it was supposed to be right here. I bet I lost that whole thing. Oh, please be what I need. I don't need gold. I need sulfur. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. I need the only thing that's really holding me up right now is this stupid sulfur. I'm actually gonna rage. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. It's just a game. But this is bullpucky. One thing I need, I can't seem to find. All of that's the garbage. So is this copper. Guess I'm gonna have to go up over here. Yeah, it's history. I think I died and it was underneath and taking damage. Well, the good thing is there was nothing important in it. I hadn't put anything in it. More gold. More gold. Get up, over. It is ridiculous that sulfur would be the thing that's going to bust my nugget. Well, maybe we don't start below zero tonight because I'm going to be busy trying to find more sulfur. I'm going to have to go to the next level down. I don't want to. Look, you big jerk. I'm just trying to get in my boat, and you gotta stop. Okay. Titanium's hard to get in below zero, huh? Ooh. Well, we're gonna have to go down to the next level. I've got to find sulfur. It's ridiculous and stupid, but seems to be the only ways to get down at the level where it's at. One or two pieces is not going to work for me. I can't believe I lost my... Well, the bonus there is, Meatball, is I have you. So when I am absolutely lost in the sauce and cannot find my way around, I'm just going to look at chat and be like, Meatball, where am I going? What am I doing? So I got an ad going on. I turned my ad stuff way down. I'm like, I don't want to do. I didn't like how that went on Monday. Decided I wasn't going to do that. Subscribers obviously can avoid it completely, but I can't seem to get rid of it any other way. So all right, ad's over. The U life pod. Really? So I'm going all the way down here for no reason? That's so irritating. Hang on. Let's just pull a little closer over here to this. Working on trying to keep charging. Let's get off of that. Let's pull this open. Use light pod. 500 meters down. Where is that at from here? Oh, I guess I probably have to turn it on. There we go. So it's back over there. Ooh, I don't know what to do exactly, because I cheated, Meatball. I pulled up a map and I tried to figure out where sulfur is, and it says it's all down here. See, you guys should be getting healed. You shouldn't be infected still. Okay. Well, I've kind of committed at this point. I think I'm going to go to the next level and see if I can find it. I'm closer to it than I am going back, so I guess we'll just drive on down here and try to see what we can find. Maybe we can find one of those nice big rocks of it and I can chew it up that way. I don't know if it was used life pod where I found it in the first place or not. Probably was. Let's drop on down here. Keep on keeping on. Hey, you know what? Now that I just saw that warper, have you ever had a warper yank you out of a Cyclops, Meatball? That's copper. Fairly certain that's copper. Yeah, that's copper. And that's copper. That's lead. I don't think I can go in that. It's more copper. More copper. Come on, we are deep in here. Why is there no... I mean, it's right there. Copper and copper and copper. I don't need any copper. Titanium. Something tells me I should grab some of this while I'm down here. I'm not grabbing anything though until I find sulfur. There's got to be one of these things that is sulfur. It has to be. Ugh. What is this? It's just a big rock. That is copper. It's just more titanium. This little corridor's got a lot of your basic stuff. Titanium and copper and crystals and quartz. It's got a lot of that stuff. Just not the thing that I'm looking for. Quartz for days. Titanium for days. I don't even see any like raw sulfur sitting down here. We're literally in a volcano and I can't find any sulfur. That just kind of seems dumb. Oh, so frustrating. All right. I don't need much stuff do I have in my inventory here? So we're going to take all this silver and put it in our backpack. Alright. We're going to chew up this lead right here. Then we're going to grab some titanium. And then we're going to go to use life pod, I guess. Because around that area to find more sulfur. Because I'm not seeing it down here. Grab some titanium on the way back up. Don't know if I really need any quartz. Alright, dude. Have a good night. I'm just so disappointed. Stay in the Lost River. Find the most sulfur in green brine. Alright, I'll try that. Guy. I killed him. I knocked him the hell out. I don't know. Let's get the last little bit of this and get out of here. He wasn't happy with me being here. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? Ah. See, that looks like almost like it could be sulfur. I'm telling you, they're cheating me. Alright, we're gonna need the titanium, I know. Take off the grapple to use regular pickup as a single rock. Far outnumber any nodes. Okay. We gotta try something. I was supposed to be moving on to night, dude. I'm supposed to be moving on to below zero by now. I'm still just trying to find a sulfur. Take as much as we can here. What, now you don't get to pick it up? Figures. Grab a hook though, it actually throws you pretty good. Just looks like that thing should have been something. Okay, let's see if we can make this work for us here. Oh, come on! Oh, bullshit. I call horseshit. I was right there. Okay. Let's get a whole bunch of this garbage out of our inventory. Let's drink a little water. Let's get a bunch of this stuff out of our inventory. Okay. Go back up to the Lost River. We did not find what we were looking for down there. Got all these stupid little ugly goobs that are gonna try to suck onto my ship. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Keep going. We're gonna dig. We're gonna get it. I still just can't believe that it's gonna be something like sulfur that is the thing that holds us up from being able to get this game completed. It just seems ridiculous that that's the thing. And a little irritating. I'm not gonna lie. That's alright. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Can't believe we lost our sea moth, though. It had all kinds of goodies on it. Mods for it, and everything that we had going on with it, it had it. So I've searched through all of this in here, and I've searched over there. Use life pod is this way, and I think there's a way up right here. If I'm not completely an idiot, we can go right up through here and weasel our way out of here. And so we'll check. Oh, we came up and checked this, so we gotta go a little, we gotta go up there. There we go. Okay. Since use life spot is over this way, wow, can we just hit everything on the way up? We need to grab some. Oh, okay. There for a second I thought I was leaking. Okay, we're going to try it this way. Well, looky there. If we'd have just gone the other way, we could be picking it off of the floor. What is that? Please tell me that's nickel. Oh, that's silver. This stuff right here is so... See, I need some of this. Just in case we have to make some more aerogel. Which, according to market, we're gonna... I'm not dunking down in there. Yeah, see, I'm not doing it unless I can get that right there, just like that. And if we'd have just gone the other freaking way, could have saved ourselves all kinds of time. Alright, we're going to plow through this. I want to make sure we get as much as we can find in through here so that we don't have to come back. Because I really don't want to have to come back down here. I want to get off this planet. Oh, you know what? Oh, I got room. Dumped everything out of my inventory. First smart thing I've done all night. Man, just get away from me, you big fat jerk. I wasn't even bothering you. I'll grab some more of this because it's here. Just trying to scoop across the top here so that I don't actually have to get... Good Lord Almighty. Leave me alone. Might have to haul butt back to the Cyclops. Yeah, I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Gotta go. We need the air. Well, we ain't got no time to swim to the surface, sister. Woo. Alright, we're going out one more time. Because I want the rest of it. As much as I can get away with without getting killed. I don't want to have to come back down here again. We're looking for the stuff at the level that we can grab it and dip. There's all kinds of silver and nickel. Okay, so in the future, when I play this game, I need to find the entrance that comes down here, because over here, yeah, there's that Leviathan right there. But there's silver and nickel, and the prawn suit could easily make this depth. And I could get all of this stuff way earlier. And that would be a huge benefit to speeding up some of my game. Okay, where are we going? Do we need to go up? Kind of need to go up. Yep. We'll put our light on because there's that Leviathan hanging around here somewhere. Look at it. It's just all laying around up here. I was searching all down deep trying to get something more. Didn't need any of it. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. I think we may, I don't want to say, yeah, we have enough, because I'm sure at some point here I'll be like, no, man, I got to go back down and do it again. Oh, Nike. Woo, we're out of here, buddy. Don't leave me alone. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Okay, let's just cross my fingers. I got everything I need. We're out of here. We'll grab this because it's right there and I can see it. Easy. Grabbing nothing else. We're done. Okay. All right. Welcome aboard, Captain. Okay. Question is can I get out of here? Use life pod is that way. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Almost just drove right up into the roof. I doubt I can go straight for it. I don't know. We're not very far from it. Maybe. Is this an exit somehow? I can't see anything. Turn that off because that's eating up a lot of our juice. Okay, this is the blood kelp forest, so there's a way in through the blood kelp forest. Okay. Note to self. What is it right there? I got stuff all around me pissed off. That's gold. I should have known better. Okay. But use life pod is the marker to get underneath where you can get to the stuff that you need. Okay, that's good to know. Future time. I think I could go straight up and out, right? Maybe. Yeah, I'm seeing surface. We're 285. Okay, so we've got to go that way. All right, let's cross our fingers, man. Oh man. Definitely did not end up in the way that I wanted it to end up on this stream. I was really hoping we'd be in below zero now, but looks like below zero is going to have to come next Monday. What a booger, too, man. I thought we were going to get there. Now, we have everything we need to make the next stage of the rocket. And I grabbed a bunch of the stuff to make aerogel. So if Mark gets right, and I'm going to need a bunch of that stuff and more aerogel, then cross our fingers. Get back over here, and we'll get this wrapped up. I really wish there was speed mod, a speed upgrade or something you could drop on these bad boys so you could just woo. They could turn the sea moth into like a hydrofoil boat, so you could just zip right along the top of the water and then dive down underneath where you needed to be. $750 more meters. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Getting there. And if anybody, whoever's made it this far, we do have a Discord where I do announce when streams are, if there's any stream changes, or any of that kind of stuff. I need to turn my lights on. So the link and everything is in the, about me and should be available on the stream. And come join us over in the Discord. Get the latest and greatest of what's coming up. Do that, follow, turn on notifications, subscribe, whichever platform you're watching on, and get all of our cool updates. I got an Instagram and a TikTok where I post the highlights of every stream. So if you just want to catch the fun stuff, then I post stuff there as well. But that's since for Twitch, I've turned all the commercials down to about as low as you can get it. The subscriptions, the follows, those things help support the channel a ton. And I've always been one that hated commercials, so the fact that, you know, we cut the commercials down, hopefully that shows everybody that, you know, I value you watching the streams and I value your support in every possible way. So I don't want to waste your time with garbage as best I can. However, you know, there's only so much you can do, and especially when you're streaming through Twitch, that's kind of where you get. Let's turn our interior lights on. Alright, let's figure out what we need here. We need gold, because we need 2 more of those batteries. So we need some silver. We need a couple of those. I think the gold, there's 1 piece of gold right there. We need the 4 cyanite. We need the plasteel. We just need those 2 batteries. So I think I put them. Yeah, I got them in here. Let's put that generic battery in there. Let's take that one and let's put the generic battery in there so I get those power cells back. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's go get that piece started. We're there. I mean, we're right there. The next piece of the rocket put together. Yay! We're getting there. We're getting there. Next Tuesday, we are going to be streaming Grounded 2. As soon as it releases, I am going to start streaming it. And after listening to some of the stuff that they gave today, it sure sounds like there's going to be a lot of content to stream. So that'll be a new piece. Alright, we need more. Computer chip. What else do we need? And then we need the generator. So we've got to undo those. Then we got to do the shield. Where is my shield? Hey, it's the Cyclops. Shield piece. This one. I'm fairly certain we have pretty much everything on this one, so this might actually be the easier one to. How much room do I have? I have plenty of room. I need to go down here and get some more of the coral. Okay. We have plenty of copper. Getting copper wire is easy peasy, easy peasy. First thing I want to do, though, is drink water. We already have that. That's the wire. And the plasteel. We have enough up here to do the plasteel, so make wire, and then that'll be the. I should make that, to be honest. Make the wire. I need gold. had it downstairs too. Hang on, let's clear out some of this garbage that we don't need. You just need one piece. Yeah, I just needed one piece of that, so that was easy. Finally, something that was going our way. Need that. That. We don't need that. Oops. Oh, no. We're going for the gold. We're going for the gold, baby. We need 3 of these. And the hydrochloric, and then we need the salt. Which, if we don't have upstairs, we have in the base for sure. Yeah, we got it in the base. We got 4 pieces over there, so that's no big deal. And we have the gold. That'll make the hydrochloric. That'll make that piece. The battery we could do. We've already got the advanced wiring kit. Plasteel is the other piece. Let's go upstairs. Let's get a couple of these things done and out of the way before we get ourselves in trouble. Salt. Do I have any salt here? Need one of those. Yeah, I didn't keep any salt up here. Easy to grab that down below. Okay. We are going to get there. We are so going to get there. We need to go get the water, so we'll go into this base. We'll grab the water and the salt that's in there. We have a ton of it. Ton of it. There. Solves that problem. Yay, I got the dive down. Getting it. Getting it. Come on, we can do it. We need to make hydrochloric acid. And then that makes that. And we need to make the computer chip. Just take that off of there. Let's take that off of there. And no, and that off of there. And then we need just a regular power cell, and I have one in the back. And then the plasteel. Oops, good. Well, got to learn what a back is. All right, we'll take that. We'll jip pop it over here. We'll make this. We're there. We're almost there. Almost there. Okay. Plasteel. I brought up a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need the lithium 2. Right. We drop that in there. Drop that on there. Take that off. Come here, we'll take that off. Alright, next stage. The next stage is ready. We're ready to go. Ready to go. Man, we are so close, I can feel it. We're gonna get it. Right here. Constructed. gonna get her done, get her done, get her done. So close here. Do we have another one? Please tell me we don't have another stage. Okay. Oh, we're gonna make this. We are making this. We're gonna make this so bright. Heck yeah. This thing's gonna be super, super yellow. They're gonna think it's the sun that's flying at them. Oh, there you go. And what do we name it? Let's see. We've got Yellow Betty. We got Doug. We got Cedric. Well, what's a good spaceship name? Enterprise is stupid because it's cliche. We don't want that. Serenity. If you know, you know. Alright, does that mean we're out of here? Can we come over here and get? Alright, is it going to give me a warning of like point of no return before I do it? Screw it, we're going. We're going. Okay, we can go inside. Gotta turn everything on, apparently. It's pretty up here. Hydraulic system. Okay, I missed something because I'm missing something. Okay, we turned on that. Life support system. Okay. Alright, so what are we missing? What is this thing? Time capsule and hydraulic system. So I missed the hydraulic system somewhere. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost ready to go. Where is the hydraulic? Right next to me. That figures. Okay. Alright. Woo! Did we make it? Ah! Flip that. Alright, so now I want to go do something special for our time capsule. And none of it has anything to do with don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We don't care about that. We want to keep that. We don't care about that. We're going to put that up. Let's put that up. We want to get all of our special batteries. None of those. Nothing in there. Nothing there. There's nothing in there, and I don't have anything in there. Did we take all of our special batteries? We took all of our special batteries. We don't have no special batteries. Alright, so what's the next biggest thing that I could put in there? 3 of those, 4 of those pieces? Because that gets a... Yeah, we're going to do that. That gets you something nice. If somebody finds it, they'll get something that helps them get deeper a whole lot easier, because I struggled trying to find that stuff, and we're going to make it easy for somebody else to find it. Though I only found 1 time capsule in this entire game, in this entire playthrough. So I don't know how useful it'll be for anybody in the future, but you know, maybe it'll be worthwhile coming up. Okay, let's get up here. Let's drop our stuff off. And we'll put it in. Open a door. I don't know why you closed it. Okay, systems on, systems on, systems on. Just want to make sure nothing got turned off. Alright, time capsule. Let's do this. How much can I put in it? I took no images, so you don't get an image. I'll take that, and I'll give you a water. But I have to have an image. Ooh, okay. All right. We'll go snatch an image somehow. One True Maxon. Hey, welcome, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Subnautica. Oh my goodness, sir. That's entirely too much. Okay, so what is it? F12? What is it to take a screenshot? I don't know what the screenshot one is. Take a pic. F11. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool to make that affiliate. And I did it in 25 days because of your guys' help. So that was a big deal. I'm hoping I get to keep the momentum rolling and keep going. My next piece is to get 50 followers on Twitch. That would be okay. Hang on, come on. Yes, I want that one. Now we're gonna select it. Now we're ready. Yeah, we got that covered. Okay, so we just tab out of it. Okay, time capsule is ready. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Man, I thought I'd already did that piece. So close. That's okay. We got our stuff right here. We'll just go grab our piece really quick. Ooh, that's such a great dive. We'll grab some food. We'll grab the Sea Glide. We'll run it over, shut the whole thing off, and get the heck out of here. Where did I put it? I put it upstairs, I think. No, I didn't put it up here. Must be downstairs. Okay, well, we need to grab some food. Let's grab the food. We got the water. Not that it matters, but I'm going to put it back in there because, you know. Eat. Okay, we got that. Now let's go find our Sea Glide and we will rip roar. Probably down here somewhere. Oh, this is ridiculous. Where is my Sea Glide? I know I dipped it somewhere in here because I wanted to roll light. There it is. Okay. Alright. Where are we going here? Where's the Aurora? Aurora is right there, so we got to go there. Okay. Woo-wee! Man, we're getting there. Just gotta go shut the stupid gun off. And then we are out of here. There's the Aurora. It's right off the front of the Aurora here. I gotta use my Sea Glide because I'm not taking the big fat Cedric, the Cyclops over here. My Sea Moth. I died when I was in the green stuff down in the deep, and that didn't do me any good because by the time I got back, my Sea Moth had taken so much damage that it blew it up, and I was out of luck. And so now I have to use my Sea Glide. Prawn suit takes too long. It's okay, we'll bebop right on over here and finish the game. Get inside, run through it as fast as possible. Matter of fact, I think I could probably go in through the bottom entrance. Get there a whole lot faster. See, I would love just like a little hydrofoil kind of deal that you could zip across the top of the water on. It goes super fast. Or a generic speed mod that you can add and it lets you just zip across. You know, you can put it on whatever vehicle you wanted. Any one of them. There we go. I'm about to say, is it going to render in or what? Yeah, something like that would be nice. You know, I was thinking earlier, you know, if you had like a hydrofoil mod that you could add to the Sea Moth. Sea Moth comes up and you could just zip across, or a hovercraft kind of item, and you just zip across the top of the water and then you shut it off and you dive down in right wherever you're at. So you could, you know, when you got long distances to go on the map, you could just speed across really quick and then dive into whatever biome you're looking to, you know, search. And I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted to try a Sea Glide only build, to where the only vehicle I use in the game is the Sea Glide, and I have to build bases in order to go deeper and do that. All right, commercial time. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Oh yeah, so doing a sea glide base only kind of run through. So I've got to build bases and power them in each area in order to go deeper and lower. And I can only use the sea glide to travel and do it that way. I think that would put quite the challenge on it. It would force me like normally I build more bases, more locations, and more places. And in this playthrough, I didn't do that, and even my bases weren't very big. The one base that I did build wasn't very big at all, and that's normally not my playstyle. I normally like to build bases, and I'll have two moon pools, one for the prawn suit and one for the sea moth, and I'll have all kinds of other stuff going on that I didn't do this time. Okay, that's the... Yeah, we got to go upstairs. So it'd be interesting, even if they were just little bases that didn't have a whole lot to them, but it's just a point of, get more air and recharge whatever I've got to make the next step in the whole process. I think that would be an interesting thing to try to do. See if you can actually get through the game that way. Alright, let me get out of here. Clip this. Ouch! Take that, you stupid machine. Alright, it's shut down. We get out of here, man. Going home. We are the champions. I think I can do this right through here. Go right on out. Avoid that guy. Going home. Maybe we can launch in the daylight. $1,500 meters. Man, I really wish I actually wouldn't have lost my sea moth, and this trip would have been a little bit quicker. I got some new medicine for my, or I got some additional medicine for my nasal sprays, and as long as I keep using it, I think it's going to do a whole lot better. I just need to use it. That's the thing. I get tired of trying to spray stuff up my nose all the time to deal with my allergies. That whole shutting down the gun and whatnot was kind of, the quarantine gun was kind of lackluster. Like, it didn't even say anything like, oh, quarantine has been lifted, or you're cured, or anything. It just kind of stabbed you, and then it was like, okay. A fat letdown is what that was. Where's the freedom units? I am so with you. Where's my feet, Miles? I don't know where this... It has to be a European game company that made this. I haven't looked in ages. Obsidian. No. Is it Obsidian that makes this game? No, it's not Obsidian. Fat letdown. Did you get bullied by your parents? That's funny. All right, let's get out of here. This thing comes down pretty quick. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Okay. We've got the gun shut down. We can get off this planet now. Everything's been turned on. We've got everything accessed, started, done. Come on. Let me go home. We are launching.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain.
Oh, get after it. You don't need my command.
Launch in 10, 9, 8.
Birdies? Y'all might want to go somewhere else.
2, 1.
We are going home. We are going home.
Time capsule jettisoned. Caution, approaching orbital debris field.
Really? We're going to get smacked in the head again.
Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver.
Is this where we crash into the pole and start
Confirm destination
below zero? There's more islands out there. Oh, such a ripoff. Such a ripoff.
Ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
Well, that's a cool graphic. Yeah. Okay. Don't play this game high. Be tripping right there.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
Look, you psycho, stay on your own planet. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the game. That is the story of Subnautica right there. We got through it, and we are finished with it. So, all right, we are 2 hours and 43 minutes. I do not think right now we would want to start below zero. I only streamed for 3 hours, and we're right in that point that I think below zero would be a bad time. So we're gonna call that a stream for today. I'm gonna go get me some dinner, and then we will plan on Monday next week. We will play Subnautica below zero. Tuesday, I'm taking the whole day off, and as soon as Grounded 2 releases, then I'm going to start streaming, and we're going to start playing Grounded 2. Next Wednesday, we'll come back with Subnautica below zero, unless everybody shows up Tuesday and is screaming for more Grounded 2, then I'll replace Wednesdays with Grounded 2, and we'll play more of that game. One True Maxon, my dude, yeah, that would be a pretty bad ordeal. That's the stories, man. People have great stories. That's why I love doing this. Get some pretty good stories. All right, well, that is my stream. So tomorrow is 7 Days to Die. The single play series, Nomad difficulty. If you liked what you've watched so far, follow, get notifications, subscribe. You don't have to get the commercials, and we'll be back tomorrow. So good morning, good afternoon, and from here, good night, and we will see everybody tomorrow.